why it's necessary to you have to pull up on a lot of groups. And people are going to accuse you of you having division. You need division. You need goddamn division if motherfuckers ain't speaking the truth. You can't agree with motherfuckers that's not speaking the truth. You feel what I'm saying? And so, matter of fact, let me close this blind. Hold on, fam. That's right. Black Power Hotel. Majority of these cats in the conscious community is on some occult bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And you got to know that. And you got to be fearless in calling these motherfuckers out. You see what I'm saying? Because the truth has been exposed already. And so if the truth been exposed already, and and you still continuing to teach this garbage, then it is what it is. Motherfuckers then drew their line in the sand and say they gonna ride with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And so you got all type of these groups out here. I done already dug in the Moors chest, Nation of Islam, the Aboriginal Indian niggas, Christian niggas, Islamic, Judaic niggas, all of them are teaching an occult, falsified view of ancient Egypt. And this is, and when you got so many of these motherfuckers out here, and then you got the master teachers, they don't get the advertisement. You know what I'm saying? They gonna run into the spooky niggas first. They're gonna run into the Quran and the Bible, and they're gonna run into that first. And so you have a continuation of simpleton beliefs. You know what I'm saying? They go generation after generation after generation. Somebody got to pull up on it. And the establishment want the bullshit. They'll put that shit up and give it all kind of views. They'll put that shit up there. But if you come in today, if you're not with the agenda, of what they taking that shit up off of there. Now, let's get busy. Let's go on and get busy because I got so much shit that I'm just going to shoot. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just shoot. That's how I do. I just take a cauldron of just all knowledge, that I know that's going to rock the house, and I just throw it in the cauldron. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people can't do that. And I'm gonna freestyle a classic for you. You see, Fear of a Black Planet. Fear of a Black Planet. Let me bring this in focus. Okay, how we looking? Or do I gotta bring it back in to make it look just a little bit bigger? Let's see. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Fear of a Black Planet. African mega cities by 22,100. See, a lot of people don't see that Africa is on the rise. Africa is on the rise. And so this is why you got them talking about some goddamn depopulation. Because, and you got to understand who they talking about. You see, when they talk about the biggest, the 20 biggest cities by 2,100, people got to understand almost half of those cities are in Africa. Cairo, Khartoum, Kampala, Addis Ababa, Mogadishu, Nairobi, Dar es Salaam, Blanktree City, Lusaka, Lilongwe, Kinshasa, Lagos, Niamey. Okay? Niamey. And so you talking about, Africa reaching, over 2 billion people. Africa is already close to 2 billion as we speak. You know what I'm saying? It's almost at 2 billion as we speak. So you got to look at the future and you see where it's going. So when you get to hear these motherfuckers talking about, they have a vision of the planet being at 500 million, then you already know in cold word what they talking about. You see, you got to be precise with your thinking. You can't be out here, and living in a goddamn Cartoon Network. You see what I'm saying? You got to have strategy and concrete statistics so that when you forge a blueprint, it's a real blueprint. So for anybody that's looking into the future, you can see that Africa is moving back to the center of the world. They talking about China. That's not so. China ain't gonna have no sway. You know what I'm saying? Because Africa has resources. Africa don't need that shit China selling. They need, and that's why they building with Africa. Africa, if it get its shit together, it don't need China. You know what I'm saying? They still on their knees begging these goddamn, these oppressors for their little crumbs and shit when they should just get up on their feet and hopefully they, but the devil is always in the contract with the devil. I know a lot of them think they can dance for a minute. You know what I'm saying? That they can get, some infrastructure or whatever they can get up out of that, that dance. But many, many times it's in the contract. With the devil, it's in the contract. You see? And so they find a way to tie the knot for a very, very long time. And so when we look at the, African race is the largest and youngest race on the planet. You see what I'm saying? And so not only are we, growing at astronomical numbers, you know what I'm saying, and reaching into, when you talk about the population is young, is young. So, you get there's vision there. There's vision there. And so you can see, when I did this number, Africa was at 1.56. They was already then reached over. They didn't already reached over the 1.5 billion. So they already on their way to the 2 billion. You see? And so when you start talking about 2,100, AD, you talking about Africa probably going to be at 3 billion, over 3 billion people. You see? And so it has to have a vision of infrastructure and how they're going to feed the people. They got to be already in, they can't be sitting on land that they're not toiling. You know what I'm saying? That they're not building You got to have infrastructure for that kind of, a number of peoples. You see what I'm saying? So you can see, the yellow is 2030, which is not long from now. And you can see the age bracket, 0 from 4, 0 to 4 years old. You talking about Africa got almost 200 million, gonna have 200 million, babies, from 0 to 4, from 5 to 9. You know what I'm saying? From 5 to 9, it's gonna have almost 185 million. So right there, that's large. And Africa got babies from 0 to 9, gonna have more babies from 0 to 9 than America got people. Okay, and America is the 3rd largest nation on the planet. And so that's saying something right there. And so, from 10 to 14, you got another 173 million. You see, another 100. And so you talking about almost 500 million, from 0 to 14. You see, you talking about, 500. That's over 5. Yeah, that's over 500 million.